Okay, today is Friday, April 3rd. It's approximately 9:30 a.m. and we are performing a sewer scope inspection at 11 Cottonwood Lane. We are accessing the main sewer line through the cleanout access that is located here in the floor of the basement northwest bedroom, and we intend to run from this point all the way to the tap into the city main line. Okay, as you can see here, we've dropped down into the main line and we're heading in the west, towards the west in the yard. Right here, what we have is the transition between the black ABS pipe and this bluish-green SDR pipe. This is going to be just outside the foundation wall. Looks like a good transition here. These two pipes are not glued together because they're dissimilar materials. So typically they will use a rubber coupler on the outside of the pipes to hold these together, and it looks like a pretty good joint. There might be just a little bit of a bump there, but it does not look like it's holding any debris or causing any problems. So far I think we're in good shape. We'll continue on. As you can see, we're just kind of scraping off some of the scum that's on the walls with the camera here. Not a big concern. As you can see, we got a lot of sludge and scum buildup on the walls of the pipe here. So much so that it looks like it's starting to restrict the water flow a little bit. At this point, I would recommend having the main sewer line cleaned. You could either use a water jet or blades. I think water jet probably works better and is better on the pipes, but I would recommend having this cleaned at least up to this point. So it seems as though here, just after this turn, it looks like we're getting a fair amount of sewage holding up in the line. Now this may be because of a belly in the line, or a sag or a low spot in the line, but as you can see, there's lots of sludge and debris all along the way. Early on, up before about 40 feet, it seemed to be fairly level, not real good drop in the line, and that's why you saw all that sludge holding up along the sides of the walls there. And it looks like we're coming into a similar spot here where we're getting lots of debris, but it looks like we're going right underwater when we get up here a little bit. So at this point, I would highly recommend having this line cleaned and probably re-scoped again after it's cleaned to get all of the debris out of there and make sure that it's actually draining properly. So as you can see there, that was a pretty extended low section that was holding lots of sewage and debris. Now you can see we're coming up out of that now. That's concerning because the more that sludge and debris collects in there, the more potential it has for clogging, and then of course sewage can back up into the house. So there may be a potential for repair here. With it would need to be cleaned for sure, get it all cleared out, and then scoped again to see what that line looks like after the debris is gone. Okay, so here we are at 111 feet. This is our tap into the city main line. And so it looks like we have two main problem areas. The first is really just outside the foundation wall as it starts to collect all of that debris and sludge. It looks like the line is not draining well there. And then again, we had that second section that also was collecting lots of debris, lots of sludge, and not draining well. And like we say, that can cause blockage in the line and cause problems for that backing up. At this point, I would recommend having the main sewer line cleaned, probably with a water jet, and clear that out. And then I would rescope it again to verify exactly how much of a belly or low spot we have. Typically with this smooth type material, the PVC or the ABS or the SDR pipes, they're smooth enough that if they're maintained, even if you have little low spots like this, if they're maintained, they can do fine. But you have to have them cleaned on a fairly regular basis to keep all of this sludge and debris cleared out of there. So I would recommend having it cleaned and then reviewed again.